Today we're going to be talking about zoning. Creating different time and temperature profiles within the home is something that's been quite a hot topic over the last couple of years. And at Honeywell we've been working hard to develop lots of different solutions to make it easier for you, the professional heating engineer, to offer your customer not only what the building regulations dictate, but also what your customers want.
When you say what your customers want, how do you find out what customers want? Do you actually talk to them?
We talk to the customer, we do a lot of voice of the customer work, we find out from our website, and even this week Plum Centre have told us that the top search product is Evo Home on their website. So customers want to be in control of their comfort, but more importantly of their heating. The average heating bill is of course gone up by 10% over the last year on year, and 84% of the energy consumption in your home is used on heating and hot water. Most homes have got zoning for their lights. You know, you wouldn't want one single light switch to turn all your lights on, but your lighting only equates for 3% of the energy consumption. If you want to make the biggest change or the biggest effect, then you need to do something that reduces demand and increases the efficiency of the system, and that's why we've introduced Evo Home.
Now, we'll have a look at that in a second. Just to say that any close-up work you can see on the screens, Helen, our camera lady here, is going to be doing some great work. She's been carrying this on her shoulder for 3 days. She was actually 6'4" when she started. She just lost a bit of height. Okay, tell us a little bit about your flagship product this year.
Okay, so it is our Halo product. It's our flagship product. Evo Home is a colour screen 12-zone programmer. So you can put it in as a programmable thermostat. It will offer you 6 different times and temperature settings, but you can expand to it. It's completely flexible. So it will control underfloor heating, it will control vented or unvented hot water, but the most common application for this system is for you to be able to offer zoning to a customer without changing the pipework, without draining down, and by simply replacing the existing manual TRVs. So you could put the relay box to the boiler or zone valve depending on the system, and that operates the switch. We replace the existing manual TRVs with these, the HR92s, and then on the Evo Home itself we can set the time and temperature. So the time and temperature set on the Evo Home, it sends the information, the demand signal to the TRV, which senses a temperature and then sends a signal to the boiler. So in other words, you can create different time and temperature zones within a home. You're only heating the home in places that you're using by radiator control, and you're turning the boiler off. The boiler's on for shorter periods of time and therefore saving you money. You know, we already do it with lights. Why are we not doing it with heating when, as I said, heating's equating to 84% of your energy consumption?
Now, obviously you're a very innovative company. One of the things you've done, I think you said yesterday, you've developed an app as well.
Yeah, Evo Home's not just a programmable thermostat, it does a lot more. It's got all the additional innovation you'd expect, open therm, optimization, even a window open feature, so it would wait for the temperature to adjust. But as you said, David, you're right, that one of the things that really hooks our customers in at the moment is the fact you can connect this to a gateway, you can put your iPad, your smartphone, your Android phone, and you can control the heating. So if you're at work late one night, you think I'm not going home, you can adjust the heating to keep it off, again saving you money, or if you're going on holiday, you can bring the heating back on so it's nice and warm when you get in. And that's the sort of thing that's getting our customers' attention. You know, that really is the hook that drives this product. But the energy saving, the bit that's going to really offer your customers value, comes within the zoning.
Now, you mentioned 12 zones, I think you said you can cover with the Evo Home. 12
different zones, but unlimited amounts of radiators. So one zone might have 10 radiators. It doesn't matter. It's completely flexible. It's about you working with your customer to control the home in the way that they want to do it, to act with their lifestyle.
Now, I don't live in somewhere with 12 different zones, so what can I do? I've only got a very small property.
You've got 24 zones, haven't you?
If only.
If you've got a smaller home and you just want to offer perhaps 2 zones, you can go along with the conventional way. You know, we still look at what we call an S-Plan Plus, where we've got zone valve for perhaps our hot water, 2 zone valves for our heating, and the old conventional way would be to have a wired programmer wired into 2-room thermostats that then operate those 2 zone valves. With Sundial Squared, we've made it easy. Sundial Squared has a 2-zone programmer that will fit onto an existing backplate. So you take the old programmer off, you put this new programmer on, And the relay for the thermostat is built into the programmer itself. So by simply adding batteries to this room thermostat, it will bind into the programmer. So your time set at the programmer, it sends the information wirelessly to the room thermostat. That senses the temperature, sends the information back to the programmer that's wired to the valve. So it's limited amount. The only thing that's wired is the programmer to the valve. The room thermostats are completely wireless, which means it's easy for you to update a simple zoning system using zone valves as well. And this, again, is packed full of features. You've got your normal holiday mode. You've also got a service reminder. And you've got like eco features on your room thermostat if you want to drop or boost the temperature.
Brilliant. Thank you. You're around if people want to ask questions.
Yeah, if you want to ask questions, we've got a fantastic website, honeywelluk.com, with a wealth of information. On Evo Home, we're going to be doing some training in the next couple of weeks, so you can go through right the way through the product, all the way through commissioning. Or if you want to come and see myself or any of my colleagues over on the Honeywell stand, we're just over there. Please do come and see us, and we'll demonstrate the product to you. Thank you for your time.
And where can we buy them?
Of course, Plum Centre.
There you go.
All coded and stocked at
Perfect.
Plum.
As if by magic. Okay, moving across to Grundfos, John Muldoon. John, welcome. What are we going to be looking at here?
What we're going to be looking at here today is the Grundfos range of domestic and light commercial circulating pumps for your heating systems.
Now, these are identical, aren't they?
Not quite. You know, what we
Okay.
have here is a Grundfos Alpha 2, which is a premium product. It's been installed in over 500,000 homes in the UK. It offers the highest energy savings of circulating pumps, and also with the highest options of commissioning for flexibility. So anywhere outside a conventional boiler, we would suggest the Alpha 2 pump. What we have here is the UPS2, which is a relatively new product, and this has been designed to fit into some very tight spaces, such as inside airing cupboards where it's tight against a wall, or particularly inside a boiler casing. So it will do the same performance and circulation as the Alpha 2 would do, but it fits into more tight spaces.
And you can switch into these pumps, can't you? You can switch over with these pumps.
Yeah, absolutely. Both products are designed on the same base print as the old circulating pumps, so you can either remove the complete pump and replace it from port to port, as the connections are exactly the same, or if you only wish to replace the head only, you can take the 4 bolts out, isolate the valves, and you can remove the head only if that's a preferred option. You don't have to break the pump unions.
And how long does that switch over take? Is it
It would probably take you less than 5 minutes, I would say.
really as simple as that?
Very simple.
Okay. Now look, talk to us a little bit about EUP legislation, can you, in terms of, it's now a legal requirement, I think I'm right in saying.
Yeah, from the 1st of January 2013, pump manufacturers could only place products on the market that met exact standards of energy efficiencies. So basically all 3-speed pumps were no longer efficient enough and couldn't be sold. So we had to come up with a range of products that not only met but exceeded those requirements. In terms of energy savings, the new EUP pumps can save up to about 80% of the running costs of an older pump.
Really? Okay, now how much can the homeowner expect to save, and what's the payback period like, do you think?
What we would say in the UK is we base ours on the UK running platform. So we would expect to save probably around about £30 a year on your running costs, which would mean you're probably a 2 to 3 year payback for the pump. Some of our competitors claim higher savings, but they're based on European running times, which are longer, and also a higher electricity charge. We prefer to be more realistic so that we can say to you, the consumers, the exact energy saving you're going to be saving here in the UK. So a 2 to 3 year payback would be realistic.
Now you're celebrating 50 years in existence, not you personally, the company, obviously you clearly not as old as that. But in terms of warranty, you've just issued new warranty now up to 5 years, I think.
Yeah,
I'm right
the Grundfos domestic circulating pumps now have a 5-year manufacturing warranty.